Okay. So, what we've got going on here today, we're actually going to demo this little piece that I've been working on here. Now this is, I call it the Changeling. It's a front end for a Deep IQ variant. For those of you who don't know what Deep IQ is, Deep IQ was a chart-based solo Magic the Gathering variant. It came out, I believe, in issue 37 of Inquest in 1996. Now, I have recently found out that a lot of you don't realize exactly how old Magic the Gathering is. Let's see. Um, 1993. So, what is that? 27 years old? Alright. So the game's almost as old as I am. Now, this variant is supposed to work with Commander. Get my Commander visible here. I'm going to have to make marks on my desk so I can know what field of view you have. But I don't have a Commander for it. And the only deck I have, so to speak, is a Precon that uses mill functions. Now, one thing about Deep IQ, it does not work well with certain concepts. Like mill decks aren't going to work against it. Just because there's no mechanic. Like it's literally tables and charts and executed actions. Other decks, like you have to make up the effects. Like if you have a discard effect or say like land destruction, you would be moving it back charts. Like a discard effect, you give it a penalty to its next roll, like -2. And land destruction, you can move it back a chart. Unfortunately, I don't currently have the ability to move it back a chart. I didn't think to include that in this iteration. This is the 1.0. I thought it was the 1.0. I guess it's still alpha then because I'm still adding features to it. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a little try in a game of Commander. Now, I'm going to take the first turn because Deep IQ doesn't need any help. So we're going to go ahead and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see what we got here. We'll go ahead and I can't use that one. I'm coming tapped. Things like this, like add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. I have it set up so that everything it plays is colorless. But, I mean, you could do it however you want. I guess we'll do this. Yeah, 1 colorless mana for my first turn. And that'll conclude my first turn. Now we'll go to him. Now what this does is it has several internal charts. And it migrates through those charts based on rolls. Now the rolls are randomly generated. The program's written in C#. If you can't tell by the .NET framework. So we're going to roll. Do nothing. Excellent. However, that roll result on the first one, like depending on what the roll result they get is, it goes up a chart. So a 3 will move it up to chart 2. So I get a free turn. I'm not going to complain about that because this thing is brutally hard. I will go ahead and play the Rakdos Carnarium because I found out today that if you play a card, like when it enters a battlefield, it returns a land to your hand. If it's the only land on the field, it returns itself to your hand. So, my turn 2, no mana. Alright, now his turn. We'll roll, put a 2/2 token on the battlefield +0. Now, I'm going to tighten up the methods. The way that it's currently doing it's kind of inefficient. So the way it is right now, you have to just remember it's a 2-2 token. Okay, so 2-2. You can click, and it's a +0 modifier. This is where your modifier goes. So we hit add. It gets +0, +3, and defender. So it is going to be a 5 defender. So that's Deep IQ's first creature. Now he can't swing at me with it, but he's advanced to chart 3. My turn comes back up. I'm going to, I guess we'll drop Ash Barrens on the field. And I will play, I guess I will. I'll go ahead and play, my hand is just full of mana. I'll go ahead and play Anj Falcon Wreath so we can start trying to move through some of this. I don't have anything with... Oh, I do. Well, I won't be able to play that, though. So, I'll tap her. It's a discard. I'm just going to put it right here for discard so it's visible to you. It has Madness. I think it goes into Ask... Yeah, it goes into Exile, but I'm not playing it for its Madness cost, so it goes back there. Discard, draw a card. The card had Madness, so she untaps. Let's see what else we got. I don't need this, so we'll tap her again to discard and draw. More mana. Okay. His turn comes back up. 2/2 token on the battlefield +2. So now our bonus is 2. We click add, flying and trample. So it's a 2/2 flying trample. That's going to be a little irritating. Okay. My turn comes back up. Untap. Untap. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I got to play something this turn. We'll play a mountain. I will tap her to discard. I'll discard Fiery Temper, and I will play it for its Madness cost, dealing 3 damage to Deep IQ, which, as an idiot, I also have not included a life counter yet. So, B20 minus 3 is at 17, and it goes here. Okay. Oh wait, I think it's exiled after I do that. I'm not super clear on the way Madness works. I've been out of the game for a while. She untaps because the card I discarded had Madness. I draw. Okay, I already played a mana. I've got nothing else that I can do because my hand is entirely composed of mana. So y'all are about to get to see this thing beat the snot out of me. I mean, I can tap her again to discard another card if I so wish. And I do. I'll discard that. Draw. Okay. Got a little bit more function. His turn comes back up. I guess I need 2 instances of calculator. One for me, one for him. I'll just incorporate a 2-part life tracker. Okay. Now, his turn comes up. We have no bonuses or anything, so we're going to roll. Destroy your best artifact or enchantment. I don't have an artifact or enchantment. Or roll on the effects chart. -2. So we're going to come down here. Have a -2 modifier. Roll. While this is on the battlefield, it gets +1 to all die rolls. So everything it does has a bonus of 1. Alright. And now he gets to swing if he so chooses. He's going to attack me with his trample creature because that's the same thing to do. We're only playing to 20 health because he doesn't have a commander. I would recommend if you're going to play this, you'd want to give him a commander. Anyway, that'll conclude his turn. Mine starts back up. We'll put... Hey, why not? We'll put another mountain down. Looks like this is going to be a very red-themed game. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, I'm going to tap her to discard Violent Eruption, which deals 4 damage divided as I choose among any number of targets if I cast it, which I will. Do this for its madness cost of 3. I'm going to exile it. I'm not sure that's how it works, but I'm going to exile it. So I'm going to divide that 4 damage up here. He's going to take 2, which removes him. And he's going to take 2. Down to 15. Okay. She untaps because the card I discarded had haste. I mean, had madness. I did not draw a card. 1, 2. I only have 2 mana on the board right now. 3, 5, 6, 7. I already played a mana. The defender will kill me. All right, my turn ends. Now it's his turn. We have a bonus to our roll. He gets a do nothing, but he moves up to chart 5. My turn comes back around. Now this was all originally played with charts and dice, and I want to make a version of this that will still do that. We'll put Temple of the False God in play. I'm going to get a wider area to do this in, but right now, like, my desk is a little crowded. So I effectively have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I will tap her to discard Dark Withering, which I will play. Uh-oh. I'm about to mana burn myself. Uh-oh. No, as long as I use... Do I have to use the mana in the phase? Or in the action? I don't know. How does mana burn work? Obsolete game concept. Okay. Is mana burn not a thing? Nope. Not since M10. Okay, that's been a minute. It just goes away. Hey, there we go. No mana burn. Well, I'll just use some of that excess mana to cast Dark Withering to destroy a target non-black creature, which I'm going to kill that one. And she untaps. And then I will... I think I still have the mana. Hold on, I just looked it up. Y'all, you gotta forgive me. I'm an old school player. That's at the end of the turn, so I have the turn to use the mana. Okay, so I still have that black mana. Oh no, I used it for that. So I have a red mana sitting there. I don't have a black mana. Madness explained. MtG. Okay, madness was introduced. Okay, madness. Second is a triggered ability. When for madness, you exile it. You may cast it rather than paying its cost. If you don't, it goes to the graveyard. Okay. Okay. No, these don't exile. Okay, they don't exile. They go there. I still have a little bit of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left. 1, 3. Uh, 4, 5, no, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wildfire Devils. Now, I need to randomize here. Let's just flip a coin. I will flip one virtual coin. On heads, it's him. Tails, me. Tails, me. Okay. I can play a sorcery from my graveyard without paying its cost. It is sorcery, right? Instant or sorcery. Copy that card. You may play it without paying its mana cost. I guess I'll play this one. I have copied it, and I am playing Violent Eruption to deal 4 more damage. So he will take... There. Now it is Deep IQ's turn. I think I'm getting a little too bold. Sacrifice your best creature. I guess I'll sacrifice this, because that would be what he'd want to do. And now it's my turn. Now, if Deep IQ, I feel like if he had a commander, this would be going a little bit better for him. Bloodfell Caves. We will play Bloodfell Caves. It enters battlefield tapped. I gain 1 life. I mean, I guess I don't really have, unless I want to nuke my own creature. I don't really have anything to do, so I guess I'll swing for 1. There. Now it's the Changeling's turn. Put a 4/1 token on the battlefield plus 3. So bonus 3. 4/1 flying and trample. Well, alright. My turn comes back up. Let's see. I need more black mana, so we'll put this in there. I guess I can tap her to discard that. It has madness. I'll pay 2, deal 4 damage, remove. She untaps. I draw the card. She untaps. Starting to feel kind of like I've overplayed Deep IQ's hand here. Then I'll discard for madness. Black, red, colorless. Play. Draw a card. She untaps. I can't play another mana. I don't have enough mana to play anything else. So I will discard this to draw another card. And I still, no, 1, 2, I've got enough for that. I'll pay 3. I will drop Faith of the Devoted. Running out of space here. Whenever I cycle or discard a card, I can pay 1 mana. If I do, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Okay. Deep IQ's turn again. 3/4 token on the battlefield plus 4. So it's a 3/4. Sacrifice one of my creatures at random. So it's a 3/4. And I have to sacrifice a creature. Alright. I have 2 creatures on the board. So heads, it's Anj Falconwreath. Tails is Bloodhall Priest. Did it load? Okay, that's not a... Okay. There. Should have an obvious head or tail. It does not. You know what? I'm just going to get a quarter. US 25 cents, Maryland. Sure. Heads, it's Bloodhall Priest. Tails, Anj Falconwreath. So Anj is sacrificed. She goes to my commander zone, wherever that is. And he has a 3/4. Alright. My turn comes up. I don't have my Wildfire Devils, so I can't cast any nukes. Now we will draw. This I just don't have the room to play that. We'll play this. It produces colorless mana. I'll drop. I guess I'll play Anj again first. So 2, 3, 4. Anj comes back onto the board. I will go ahead and discard Gaia Reach Sanitarium. I will gain 2 life. He will lose 2 life. Oh, nope. So he's at 8. And I draw a card. I guess I could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is lore counter 1, and he has to sacrifice a creature. Oops. Remove. That's my turn. Destroy your best creature, or you take 6 damage. I guess he will nuke Anj Falconwreath again. Or would I take the damage? What do you think? Heads, it's damage. Tails, it's Anj. It's tails, it's Anj. Alright. I guess I should put a coin flipper on here, too. My turn again. Now, this is lore 2. He discards a card, which will put him at a 0 bonus for the next roll. Alright. I will draw. Yeah, why not? We'll play Key to the City. I think I need to try this with like a regular deck. Having free access to that card has kind of made me a little bit overpowered. I think I need to come up with a set of commanders for the Changeling. Okay. Up to 1 target creature can't be blocked this turn. I'm going to tap this and discard Meteor Golem. I will pay 1. Now, this creature is unblockable, but that's not why I did that. I did it for this. There we go. And that'll end my turn. Deep IQ's turn. Okay, I did it again. It's supposed to be 6. Okay. Deep IQ rolls. Do nothing. Okay, well, on my turn, I'm pretty much just going to kill him. So we draw, untap, it becomes untapped. I will pay 2 mana, becomes untapped to draw a card. More mana. Then I will pay... What is it? She died twice now, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you put Anj Falcon Wreath back on the board. Oh, this goes off, and I put a target creature or planeswalker from my graveyard onto the field under my control. Which I guess the only thing... I've got Meteor Golem. There we go. Will destroy target non-land permanent. That's gone. And then what I'm going to do is I will tap Anj to discard a card to draw a card. And then I will pay 1 mana to take 2 life away from him again. And add 2 to myself. See, having free access to this card, I think, is making it unfair for the Changeling. And this is sacrificed. I guess that finishes my turn. I can attack with the Bloodhall Priest, and that'll end the game. So we'll do that. -4. Alright, there we go. Now, like I had said, this is supposed to work with Commander, but I think I misjudged how it's supposed to work with Commander. I believe that I should have given the Changeling a Commander to work with. Like, I'd like some time to try to find the best possible Commander for his deck. All told, though, this is a fairly successful first test. I mean, I've realized some of the major errors here. I need... Let's make a list. WordPad. Life trackers. Randomizer. I think I'll try it again with a not Commander setup and see if we get some better results out of it. But that's the first iteration of how this thing works. I don't have another deck that is functional at this moment. I'll obviously have to make one. So once I have another deck made that is not a mill deck, because I do have a precon, but it's a mill deck, and there's no real good way to represent mill with the Changeling. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Y'all keep it real.